Okay, so today what we are talking about, this is lecture number 8, section A, and today we are talking about based on the shape. Now in the last lecture, if you remember, we calculated the number of pieces also and all that structure over there, and that was based on this type of core, which means that the yoke was actually a rectangular piece and the limb was actually a circular step type of a core, which means that the yoke was actually a not step type structure, the limb was only step like structure. Now the problem in that kind of a structure is this, as you can see over there, when the flux has to travel, it has to travel at 90 degrees into the core, and when these lamination sheets are actually cut or when they are actually made, the grains oriented are in one certain direction. So what is happening over here, when the flux is actually entering over here or at this point, it's actually at 90 degrees to the grains over there. By grains actually you can talk about as something as dipoles oriented inside the material. So the flux, when it is going to move orthogonal over there, it's going to have a problem of having more hysteresis losses, because this flux is not just going to move in one direction. After a half of a cycle, it's going to reverse the direction. So when it is already moving opposite to it or at 90 degrees over there, it's going to have a problem. So the hysteresis losses, or in other words, the reluctance of the core is going to be more. So when the reluctance of the core is going to be more over here, so the easy solution of this one is this, that instead of using this rectangular structure cutting over there, you go towards this type of a structure cutting, and this type is called as mitred cut lamination. Now here this cut is actually made at 45 degrees angle, and now somehow the disadvantage that was inside the first one is now reduced over there. The flux lines, they are still entering, they are still not entering in the same direction, but they are entering at 45 degrees over there. So the losses are not going to be that much, and when the losses inside the core are not there, you can actually have a transformer with almost zero core losses. One thing very important, this is normally a question asked over there, that if the science actually advances itself and we actually manage to make a core with zero reluctance, then what type of a transformer we can make. Now somehow if we can make something a core material in which there is no hysteresis loss, in which there is no eddy current loss, then this means that there will be no load current of the transformer will be zero. If transformer is energized, then you are going to get an output on the secondary. There will be no load current, or I naught is not going to be there, or actually the magnetizing current in the magnetizing branch is going to be zero. But practically at present the core is not ideal in nature. We are trying to make with some materials, so the material that is made is trying to make that core losses small as much as possible. So when you are going to cut this one in this mitred cut size or this shape over there, and now I am not going to make the yoke of the transformer also as rectangular cut, I am going to make it also step structure. By step structure I mean that I am actually trying to make something like this over there. Now if you see over here, this is again a three-phase core type transformer. It's not a very good picture, but still anyway, you can see in this picture over there the three limbs are step structure, and the yoke is also stepped. So when the yoke is also stepped over here in this hole, and these are the two fish plates by which you are actually clamping on all the lamination sheets. I told you in the very few lectures back that these strips can actually have a magnetostatic movement over there. They can vibrate a lot. So based on that vibration, to stop that vibration, there are actually fish plates over there which are clamping them down, so the stems or the laminations, they don't move over there. Now if you are seeing this core type transformer over here, a three-phase core type, this means that whole of the transformer is made up of step structure. Now when this step structure is under consideration, now this time you have to make some different shapes of your core, and by different shapes of the core I mean by something like this. Now if you are seeing this 4 diagrams, these are actually 6 of them over here. So if you are seeing this 6 over there, these are some different shapes cutted in mitred cut lamination shape, so that you can actually make a three-phase core type transformer. Now if you see over here 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B and 3A, 3C or 3B, they all are different. Now when they are different over there, you can cut anything over here. You can use the 1A, you can use 1B. If supposedly I talk about something 2B over here. Now this 2B over here is going to be the shape of your transformer. Don't worry on this one, why this is slightly misaligned. They have been misaligned so that you can actually understand how the shapes are actually cutted over there. Now when you are talking about this shape over here, this shape and this shape are exactly same. Okay? So when you are going to have this shape, I am going to call this one as shape A. Okay? And you are going to cut different lengths and width of this shape so that you can make a stepped stack over there, which means you can make a stepped core over there. So this means in practical one, listen this very carefully. If this is actually this shape A over here, I am going to add another lamination on this one, then I am going to add another one. So in this way you are going to stack up laminations, little bit size decrease, and going to make a circular step core over here. Same thing is going to be repeated for this side, same is going to be repeated for this limb over there. So this is shape A over here. Today we are going to do the calculation for this shape A, and then this one over here in the center is shape B. Now this shape B is totally different from shape A, so it has to be something of different size over there. Then this one is shape C over here, as you can see, and these two are exactly same over here. So shape C is going to be of this shape over here, and these dimensions, as you can see over there, if you see from this center to this center, this has been given as core to limb, center to center distance. Now if you remember your R.K. Agarwal book, and I guess in your quiz also I gave this question, this was D. Okay? In R.K. Agarwal this one was D. Now in this book, that is Indrajit Das Gupta, we are taking this variable not as D or capital D, we are talking it as C/L. And this distance, if you remember your R.K. Agarwal, we talked about this distance as HW. That was the height of the window. Here this distance over here, in this case this is going to be called as window height, or W/H over here. Okay? So whatever, you have to understand this, that there is a little variable change. This is coming from another book, that one is coming from another book. Now this shape A, B and C, you are going to have an advantage of using this one, but you have to take a calculation of this each one, and you have to find out that how much steps you are going to have, or how much number of laminations are going to be in shape A, in shape B, and then in shape C over there. So the first thing first, you have to first tabulate the data that we have already found out in our previous lectures over here. Okay? So over here, what was the core diameter we worked on? G, last lecture. I don't have actually the stylus notes with me at present. आपके पास होंगे. What was the core diameter? 115. This was D, not the first step. Please remember, by core diameter I mean this diameter of this one, and when I am talking about the this is the first step, this one is something else, and this diameter is something else. This is D, and this is that W over here. Okay? So that is 115. Okay. So let me just put in the value. Let me use another color. So this is equal. So this is 115. What was the radial build of the low voltage coil? We have been following the same design which was in this book, if you remember. So I'm just going to, in fact, let me go through the fill table so I can show you from where actually I am taking this data. Winding and ET calculations, filled. This is the sine transformer which we are working on, and if I just move on forward, this was the build of the high voltage coil, that was 34.85 over here, and if I go on, this was the window height, that was 490 mm over here. Now if I want to go towards the low voltage winding, the low voltage winding is the actually this is also here, so when I am talking about the low voltage winding, the low voltage winding table was this one, and you can see from here the radial build of the low voltage winding is 21 mm. So if I go back on my table which I am populating at present, the radial build is equal to 21. Just let me confirm, this is Yes, this is 21 mm. The radial build of the high voltage coil, if I go back over there just for the data, so the radial build was equal to 35 mm. This is actually the thickness of that winding. This is equal to 35 mm. Now the next thing over here is the assumed value. Over here I have written this 115, 21 and 35. Now you can understand over here that the radial build of the low voltage coil is smaller than the high voltage coil. कोई बताएगा क्यों? हालांकि लो वोल्टेज कॉइल में हमने कंडक्टर मोटा यूज किया, हमने वहां पे ज्यादा करंट करना है, लेकिन वाई दी हाई वोल्टेज बिल्ड इज मोर? जी दोबारा, हाँ, okay, one point, number of turns are more in the high voltage one, and secondly you have made the high voltage coil in 4 different coils over there. So you have arranged it in 4 different steps and they are more radially wise thick. The distance between them is increased over there. So you have made them more radially thick, that is 35 mm over there, and the radial build of the low voltage coil is 21 mm over there. Now the next thing is the radial clearance between the core to the low voltage coil. Now over here, this one, when I am going to have the core attached over there, let me just finish some core over here. So supposingly this is that core. So I can't make that 11 steps, but anyway I have made some steps over there. Now if you see over there, you are not going to put on the red colored stepped core directly the winding, because they will have some sharp edges. You will put some cylinder over there. That cylinder has to be some material which is a good conductor of magnetic field. So it can be some asbestos or some plastic or something like that, and that has to be very small thickness, because if you attach something a thickness of like maybe 10 mm or 20 mm, you are actually increasing the leakage flux again. So according to your book over here, this data, they have taken this data as something as 3 mm over there. So this is actually the thickness of this green color cylinder on which the windings are going to be done. So this is actually the 3 mm thickness of that. Now this can vary from manufacturer to manufacturer, and if it is not homogeneous, certainly you will have some problems also. Now the next thing over here, the radial clearance between the low voltage and the high voltage line, that is actually the high voltage 11 kV transformer over here. Now this is the distance between the low voltage winding and the high voltage winding. So this distance is also called as alpha, or in the other book this is also called as A. Now this parameter is very, very important. Why? Listen to this carefully. Alpha or A is actually, if you are going to keep it large, then what will happen? You will have a better insulation between the low voltage and the high voltage. And secondly, very importantly, if this will be large, the low voltage winding which is inside towards the core, oil will be more accessible to it and it can take off the heat and make the temperature down. But if this alpha or A is going to be very small and you are going to just give a very small gap over there, what will happen? The low voltage winding which is inside over there, it's going to have not that much heat transfer towards the liquid. By which I mean, supposingly if this is the same core, let me use another color, supposingly for the low voltage winding first. So if I have a low voltage winding, and that low voltage winding is done over here. So this is my low voltage winding and this is my low voltage turn. Now after this low voltage winding, you have to keep a gap, and this gap is going to be that alpha or A, and inside this gap oil is actually going to flow. Here that is actually oil is going to flow over here, and then after this oil gap you are going to have the high voltage winding. Let me use another color over here, and this is going to be so this is going to be my high voltage winding. So this is my high voltage and this is my low voltage winding. Now this distance over here, this one, This is alpha or A. If you keep this more, you will have more leakage flux. Okay? The low voltage winding and the high voltage winding, they are separated from each other. You will have more leakage flux. More leakage flux means that percentage X is going to be more, and more percentage X means that your percentage Z is actually equal to X square plus R square. So when X is more, your Z will be more over there. So you are actually increasing what? You are actually increasing JXP or JXS of your transformer here. In the equivalent circuit with RS and RP, you have JXP and JXS. So you are increasing those leakage reactances over there. But on the other hand, you have an advantage also. You are making the inside winding, which is certainly low voltage winding, it is being cooled down better. Okay? So now, what this alpha and A, the value given in R.K. Agarwal, this value is in the range of 15 to 25 mm. This is something in this range, 15 to 25 mm. Now, why this variation? At the end of this transformer design, when we are going to find out supposedly this percentage Z, Varda gave us a value of supposedly 4% and asked us, you have to make this one 4%, which means that you wanted to make this one 4%. So, but you got something a value of 4.2%. ठीक है, आपके पास डिजाइन करते करते at the end of your आपके नो losses ठीक हैं, आपके copper losses ठीक हैं, but percentage Z comes out to be 4.2. Now, this is a very slight variation from your required value. So what you will do, you will play with this alpha or A variable, decrease that variable, and then see what is the percentage Z. The percentage X formula directly has this alpha and A as a parameter. Okay? We will come at that proof also and maybe in the next week, but that percentage X is directly dependent upon this alpha or A. Now, since this is coming from another book, Indrajit Das Gupta, he has taken a distance of just 10 mm in this one. Totally up to you. You want to take with the 15 mm, 12 mm, 13 mm, it's totally up to you. But actually, Indrajit Das Gupta, he is actually has 3 or 4 chapters. The first chapter which we are doing at present, he is designing a 100 kVA transformer. The next chapter is 630 kVA transformer, and the next one is 1000 kVA transformer. So he is actually going on from a very small transformer to a very big transformer. But the other book, R.K. Agarwal, he is actually giving you a strict timeline or strict distance 15 to 25 mm over there. So this value is taken as 10 mm over there. Any questions with this? I hope this is idea. This is the cross-sectional view of the core, then the cylinder, then your low voltage winding, then the oil duct over there, and then the high voltage winding over there. So this is actually the core over there. Then coming on to the stable over there, we have to fill the stable over there. The core diameter was 115 mm, so I'm just going to have this one as 115. Okay, now this is the radius. I need radius, that was the diameter. So just make this one half of it. What is 115 divided by 2, please? 50? Not 52, 57.5 mm. Okay. And the diameter, this will remain as 115 mm. Next thing, radial gap between the core to the low voltage coil. This is again the same distance 3 mm which we have already. The cylinder over there which is going to be placed over there. So here this will be added as plus 3 mm radius one side, and when I am talking about the diameter, this will be added as 6 mm because this is the diameter. We have a cylinder on all sides. Then the low voltage coil inside radius becomes equal to 57.5 plus 3. This comes out to be 60.5 mm, and then 115 plus 6, this comes out to be 121 mm. Don't worry, the one column is the radius, other one is the diameter. They are just being taken parallel, so nothing fancy about it. See, what was the radial build of the low voltage coil? We just took this value from the previous data, which is equal to 21 mm. So the radius you are going to plus this 21 mm, and in the diameter you are going to add 42 mm, the double of that, because it's going to be added on both sides. The cylinder is 360 degrees on both sides. So the low voltage coil outside radius becomes equal to, this becomes equal to 81.5 mm, and the diameter comes out to be 163 mm. Please verify, ये मैं बगैर कैलकुलेटर के कर रहा हूँ, so just verify, don't do any mistake. The radial gap between low voltage and high voltage, I told you this gap is the alpha or A. Here in your book they have taken this value as 10 mm, so I will stick to that 10 mm. But yes, if at the end the answer does not come according to our required, then we will play with this 10 mm value. So this will be plus 10 mm added over here, and here this will be added as plus 20 mm because this is going to be on both sides. So this becomes equal to 91.5 mm, and this becomes equal to 183 mm. See, what was the radial build of the high voltage coil? We just took this value from the previous data, that was 35 mm. So we are just going to add this plus 35 mm, and this will be plus 35 mm over there. See, this will be 126.5 mm. This will be 218 mm. नहीं, ये कुछ गलत हो गया, ध्यान रखो. Oh sorry, ये गलत हो गया यहाँ पे. This has to be 70, double of that one. 253 mm. Okay, last thing last over here, gap between the high voltage limb between the phases. What I mean by that? If I again draw a core type transformer here in front of you, this is the core over here, and here this is the second limb of the core. And first of all, you do the low voltage winding first over here. Supposingly this is the low voltage winding on this limb, this is the low voltage winding on this limb, and then afterwards you do the high voltage winding on it, a little reduced one, and then another this one. Now this distance between the two high voltage ones, this distance is very critical. You can't keep them very close. Why? Because this is phase A, this is phase B. They are going to have a 120-degree phase difference. It's a line to line voltage, and that line to line voltage for the high voltage winding is 11 kV. So this distance has to be kept to some threshold value, and that is being told in this book as something, a value of 13 mm. Okay? So I am going to keep this one as 13 mm. Now you can't reduce it from this 13 mm. Why? The only reason is this, that if you reduce it and after a passage of time, maybe the transformer is working for like 4 or 5 years or 6 years, the oil becomes a little conductive. So when the two windings are energized, the oil can conduct or start having some partial discharge or leakage current, and a time will come that the two windings will have a short circuit between them. Okay? So I am going to keep this distance over here equal to plus 13 mm. Now this is going to be added only on the diameter side. So the core limb center, this becomes equal to 266 mm over here. Now what is this core limb center? This is actually, what is this distance? This is distance from this center and this center. So this is equal to 266 mm. And what was this core limb center? This was either D, or I told you just in the start, this is equal to C/L, core limb center. So the core limb from one center to the other center. If you go with the R.K. Agarwal book, this is equal to D, or this is equal to core limb center, that is over here. So now we have got 266 millimeter. So now we are getting the design of the transformer in some shape. अभी तक हमारे पास सिर्फ एक लिम्ब था, अब हमें पता चल गया है कि एक लिम्ब से दूसरे लिम्ब के दरमियान में डिस्टेंस है 266 मिलीमीटर. व्हाट इज द विंडो हाइट? ये भी हम कर चुके हैं अभी, ये भी आपको मैंने दिखाया था. द विंडो हाइट, इफ यू रिमेंबर, जी क्या है? 490 mm. We will require this data. So this is 490 mm over here. So this is 490 mm over here. Okay. Now let's proceed forward over here. Now here I have to write some data over there. Again the core diameter. Please, what was it? 11. 115. Window height, we just found out that was 490. Limb center, core limb center, क्या निकाला था जी? 266. Okay, this is the material of the core or the grade of the core. Here, please remember 27 means, whatever 27 means, 27 here means that 0.27 mm is the thickness of one lamination. M4 is the grade of that material. Okay? M4 is the name of that material and 27 is signifying the thickness of that lamination. Now, 27, why 27? Why because 27? Because when we will actually reach at some point, we are going to use this tables over here or this graphs over here. What these are these graphs? These graphs, on the x-axis I have watts per kilogram and on the y-axis I have my flux density. I know what is the flux density in my core. I also know what will be the weight of my core. So I will multiply the value which I am going to get from this at that particular 1.5 or 1.6 Tesla. I will get what are the watts per kilogram. So I know if there is a 1 kilogram of that material, I am going to get that much watts. I will now find out the weight of my core, and based on that weight of the core multiply with that factor, this will give me the total active power losses. And where active power losses inside the core? They are eddy currents and hysteresis losses. Okay? Now since I only have this chart over here for 0.27 mm, that's why I am using with 0.27. So if you are using something, supposedly you have a very good manufacturer of those sheets and that is 0.25 mm, supposedly you will have a different chart, and certainly that will be smaller because lesser the thickness of the lamination, lesser are the eddy current losses over there. Okay? Since I have in this book over here this table, I will just show you this one also on this one. So this is 27 M4 chart over here, and you can see two curves over here. Two curves are for 50 Hz and 60 Hz. Okay. So we'll come this one, and most probably in the next lecture we will find out the active the losses over there. The gross core area, please write this one in millimeter square, no need of square centimeter. What was the gross core area last lecture? Gross core area, not AI, I am talking about AG. 90.7. Okay, 9947.7 millimeter square. Number of core steps 11. We already know that. Now, core step width. Okay, core step width. What is this core step width? This is this dimension. If I mark on this one, this is first step core step width, second step core step width, third step core step width, fourth step core step width, and subsequently for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 11. Now, so if you have that data with you, please tell me that data. What was that data? Core step width, क्या value थी? First one. 111. Next. 101. Next. 99. Sorry, 91. 91, 82, 73, 63, 54, 44, 33, 24, 50. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So these are the core step width. Now the next thing, core stack. Okay? Now what is this core stack? This is, if this was the width over there, this was W1, W2, W3. So if I want to find out the next one, this is core stack. This one plus this one. This is core stack over there. Okay? So here I need that value again. G, please. 30.0. Let me use another color. I'm writing it over here. 30.066. Next. 24.924. Next. 15.323. Next. 10.316. 8.230. 7.259. 5.326. 6. 4.7 to 3.91, 2.31, 1.55. That's all. Okay, so these are all also in millimeter. Okay, so the total core stack, please add all these and give me the value. ये किया हुआ था हमने, add all these total core stack. This is, use the word, please remember, this is also called as step stack. SS or CS, same thing, no issue. जी, just add. अच्छा, इसको ऐड करने का सिर्फ मकसद सिर्फ यहाँ ये है, you are adding it, this should be equal to this 115 or near to that, because when we are adding these together, this should be a circle. 113.934. So this is almost a circle. You can see this is 115, this one is 113.934. Okay. Now this data, please everyone write this down, because I will not scroll it back to here, because I need this data in the next table. लिख लिया हर एक ने? Okay. Now, हाँ, लिखना भी? लिख लिया? Okay. The next thing, before we move on towards the weight calculation for all the shapes we have just started in the very start, A, B and C, this is an approximate weight of the core. Okay? We can, if we want a very fast calculation, this will give you a plus minus 10 or 20 kilogram difference, but this will give you the approximate weight of the core. The formula is here, you can just see this formula. This is 3 into window height, you already know that, HW, okay? 490, then 4 into CL or D, 266 point something, plus, please see the brackets, they are very important, plus 2 into width of the first step. What is the width of the first step? As we have done this one, 111 over here, and then I have 0.86, a factor being used for the approximate calculation, multiplied by the gross core area, written there over there, multiplied by the density of the core material, which is given as 7.65 into 10 raised to power minus 3 gram per mm cube. One thing very important, in the book, this chapter, they are shuffling between centimeter and millimeter. Okay? In these tables, I have shifted everything on millimeter. So you will see a little bit difference in this one and this one. Okay? So don't confuse over there. Into KS. What is KS? Stacking factor. And here stacking factor, sorry, the same actually, my sister is actually calling from that over there actually. So this is 0.95 stacking factor, and into 10 raised to power minus 3 kilogram. Okay? Just use this one, and let me just make a call. I can let me show the approximate weight. Use this one, and I will just make a call. Just find out the approximate weight.
The density of core area is 7.65. Yeah? 7.65.
What is the weight? जी, what is the weight? क्या किया है सीधे ने भाई, वेट मैंने निकालने को कहा था। बेटा everything has to be in millimeter. Everything has to be in millimeter. What is window height? 490 millimeter. 260. This was 260. 260. Exactly 260. Width of the first step 111 mm. और क्या चीज चाहिए? एवरीथिंग इज देयर। जी प्लीज यूज कैलकुलेटर। हाँ, सेकंड फैक्टर इज 0.95। दोबारा बोलो। डेंसिटी 7.65 इंटू 10⁻³ ग्राम्स। ठीक है, वो 10⁻³ भी एंड में है, वो ऑटोमेटिकली ग्राम को किलोग्राम में कन्वर्ट कर देगा, सो डोंट वरी ऑन दैट। मैंने अटेंडेंस नहीं लगानी तुम दोनों की, दोनों के मार्क्स उतरे हुए हैं, आपका भी और आपका भी, आप दोनों को कह रहे हैं। जी प्लीज गिव मी द अप्रॉक्सीमेट वेट प्लीज। these are brackets over here, use these brackets carefully. This should be something near about 190, 200 plus. 190, 196.99. So this is approximately 197 kilograms. Anyone else confirmed from two sources? Okay. Okay. So this is approximate weight. So if you are in a hurry and you want to actually find out the approximate weight of the core, this will give you the approximate weight. Now we will go towards the exact weight calculation, and for that weight calculation we are going to first of all talk about the shape A. Now what is shape A? If you see closely over here, this is the shape A over here, and in this shape A you are going to cut this shape A, and this distance over here is equal to L over here, and this is equal to width. Now what is this L? We don't know this L at present. Okay? This L will be decreasing down as we are going to go towards the last step. So the first step is going to be the maximum, and if you see closely over here, this one, since this is W and this is also cut over here as W, so this triangle which I am shading over here, this triangle and this triangle. This is going to be a triangle with 45-degree angle. So when I want to find out L will be equal to this distance over here plus 2 times W. Agreed? Now what is this distance from here to here? If I go back on the diagram from where we started over here, I told you from here to here this distance is equal to height of the window over here. Now height of the window, which means that this is actually going to be equal to HW or W/H plus 2W. Okay? So for each value over in the table, you are going to find out W or height of the window plus 2W as the length. Now when you want to find out the area, now this is very important. Now area over here for this one would be equal to LW, L is the length, W is the width, minus this shaded triangles. Now if you see these triangles over here, each triangle has an area of half into W into W. Okay? So this will be equal to W square for the overall. So the area of one sheet or one step is equal to LW minus W square. So what if you see this closely now, the weight of each step can be calculated by this formula. What is this formula? This is the same L minus W into W, or LW minus W square area, multiplied by SS, that is actually step stack or core stack, then multiplied it by 7.65 into 10 raised to power minus 6 for the density, and then stacking factor. So what is this? This factor over here, this one is area, and multiplying this one you get volume, and then you multiply it by the density, and then you multiplying it by the stacking factor. You will get the weight of that step over there. Okay? Now how this is going to be done? This is going to be done by a table. Now if you see in this table, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, or sorry, 5 columns over here. In this 5 column, first of all you have to fill in the data of the step width. W we already know that. जी जरा W वैल्यू जरा सा मुझे बताएं 11 की, हमने अभी पीछे टेबल में लिखी है. 111, 101, 91, 82, 20, 15. Exact 15 or something. Okay. So this is 15 over here. Now you want to find out length. I have already told you the formula. Length is equal to window height plus 2W. Okay? So you can populate all this column just now. Now next thing is step stack. You already also know this value. So you can fill in this value just straight away from this data over here, this one. Okay? Now, interestingly, very importantly, listen this carefully now. When you want to find out the number of pieces, okay, number of pieces, here the number of pieces are going to be found out by step stack divided by 0.27. Listen this carefully. Step stack divided by 0.27 is going to give you the number of laminations. Now, shape A is not just 1, it is 2 over there. Okay? So since we are taking the calculation for both shape A's, so whatever step stack you get, you are going to multiply that step stack by 2 cross over there. Again repeating it. Step stack for the first one is 30.066. So if I am only trying to calculate the weight over here for shape A one side, then I can only write over here 30.066 whatever value. But since I am only having shape A on this side, shape A on this side also, so I am having the SS written as 2 into 30.066, and subsequently you can fill in the data from that table. Now whatever value you get by 2 into 30.066 divided by 0.27, क्या value बनती है? Give me the answer just now.
2.27.
222.7. Now listen this very carefully. 222.7, it should be divisible by 4. Why 4? कोई बताएगा मुझे? There are 2 shape A's और हर shape A के अंदर एक इस तरफ रखा जाएगा, एक इस तरफ सर्कल बनाने के लिए. So you are going to have a multiple of 4 pieces. So आपके पास यहाँ पे जब डिवाइड करोगे आप 2 into 30.066, you are going to divide it by 0.27. You are going to make whatever value, you are going to round it off to the number which is divisible by 4. For those who can't still get it, आपके पास क्या है? You have this core, you have this central core, and then you have this as the from the top. ठीक है? Now, when you are going to have the steps arranged inside this one, supposingly this is first step, here this is first step, here this is first step, then you have second step here, then you have second step here, then you have second step here. Now, this was the first step, this was the second step over there. This is already shape B. I don't need to go inside it. Shape A is only here. This is 2, this is 2. So how many pieces you require? You require 1, 2, 3, 4. So आपके पास 100 number of pieces निकलेंगे, उसमें से आप क्या करोगे? 25 इधर, 25 इधर, 25 इधर, 25 इधर. ठीक है? अगर आपके पास 101 निकलते हैं, for example, so you cannot bifurcate them into 4 locations. So whatever number of pieces you are going to get by multiplying 2 into 30.066, 30.066 एक का है. हम 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर ही इसीलिए रहे हैं ताकि you are having this limb and this limb over here in consideration. So when you are going to divide it by 0.27, the number of pieces has to be, when you round it off, it should be a multiple of 4. क्या वैल्यू आई थी इसकी? 222.7. Now 222.7, you want to make it a multiple of 4, go to the highest one. 22223, not possible. 224, divisible I guess. नहीं है? देखो कंफर्म करो. Divisible है. ठीक है? 56. So this means that you can round it off to 224 easily. ठीक है? Complete this table just now. करो अपनी कॉपीज के ऊपर. समझ आई है? जो नहीं समझ आई आस्क मी.
नंबर ऑफ पीसेस दोबारा
देखो नंबर ऑफ, देखो स्टेप स्टैक क्या है आपके पास. इस टेबल से आगे आपके पास 30.066. ये 30.066 किस लेंथ है? इफ आई गो बैक ऑन योर डायग्राम, फॉर एग्जांपल हियर, दिस इज दिस लेंथ प्लस दिस लेंथ, ये है स्टेप स्टैक. ठीक है? ये एक लिम्ब का है. मेरे पास अंडर कंसिडरेशन इस वक्त 2 हैं. वन इज दिस, वन इज दिस. तो मैं उसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूं. एंड देन व्हेन आई एम मल्टीप्लाइंग इट बाय 2, वट एवर वैल्यू आई गेट, आई एम गोइंग टू डिवाइड इट बाय 0.27. तो वो मेरे पास नंबर ऑफ पीसेज आएंगे. नंबर ऑफ पीसेज ऑलवेज हैज टू बी इंटीजर, पॉइंट्स में नहीं हो सकते. ठीक है? नाउ व्हेन आई एम गोइंग टू अरेंज दिस नंबर ऑफ पीसेज, दे नंबर ऑफ पीसेज आर गोइंग टू बी अरेंज here, here, here and here. So they should be a multiple of 4. Please find out, first of all find out the length. Let's do it in parts. ठीक है? ये जरा okay. जी पहले जरा लेंथ निकाल लो सारी. लेंथ का फार्मूला सिंपल है, 490 प्लस 2w. w आपके सामने मौजूद है. 490 प्लस 2w. जी, किसी ने निकाले हैं अभी तक? लेंथ हेल्प, प्लीज गिव मी द आंसर फॉर ऑल द 11 स्टेप्स. 7, 12, 692, 672, 654, 636, 616, 598, 578, 556. लास्ट वन, ये लास्ट है. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. दो और है. 538 and the last one 5. Okay, now just put all the values of steps stack over here. ये जरा मुझे बताते जाओ साथ साथ, जरा ऊपर से, मैं स्क्रॉल नहीं है मेरे पास. 15.323 के बाद क्या है अगला? 10.316. next one again please. 8.2304, 7.259, 5.326, 4.72, 3.91, 2.31, 1.55. Okay, now for the number of pieces, take the value of 2 into 30.066 divided by 0.27 and whatever value you get, round it off to the next multiple of 4. मुझे वो वैल्यू बताओ. 56 तो नहीं आएगा. 224. हाँ ठीक है. 188, 116, अगेन दोबारा 80, 64, 56, 40, 36, 32, 20 and 12. Okay, so we have uploaded. Now one thing very important, the last column has nothing to do with the number of pieces or laminations. याद रखना चाहिए. Why? If you see the formula for the weights, you have area, multiplying it by SS, you are converting it into volume, multiplying it by density, you are converting it into mass, and then multiplying it by stacking factor, you are already converting into the net iron weight. ठीक है. तो आपने क्या करना है? Find out the area by this formula, multiply it by SS. SS क्या है? 2 into 30.066. Then multiply it by 7.65 into 10 raised to power minus 6, and then multiply it by stacking factor, which I have kept as 0.95. ठीक है. This will give you the weight for all the 11 steps individually. Do it. करो. हाँ, now this is totally up to you. अगर आपके पास 11 स्टेप्स हैं, 11 स्टेप्स में से आपने 3-4 के अंदर हायर नंबर लिया है, तो आप किसी नीचे वाले स्टेप में आप लोअर भी ले सकते हो. It's totally up to you, क्योंकि आपका एरिया बढ़ रहा है. So you have to keep that area equal. तो बेहतर है अगर आपने ऊपर के 2 स्टेप्स के अंदर हायर नंबर लिया है, तो नीचे वाले स्टेप्स में आप लोअर ले लो, ताकि आपका कंपनसेट हो जाएगा. हाँ, वो वेट तो आपको पूरा देना है. अच्छा नहीं, 184. हाँ, तो आपने 188 कर दिया ना उसको. ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. नीचे कहीं आप जब आपने राउंड ऑफ करना है तो वो नीचे लोअर पे चले जाओ. जी, गिव मी द वेट इन किलोग्राम. weight in kilograms for all the 11 steps. Of course, step 1 सबसे ज़्यादा भारी होगा क्योंकि वो सबसे बड़ा है साइज में. स्टेप 2 उससे कम होगा 3, 4, 5, 6 एंड सब्सिक्वेंट। क्या होगा? वेट किसका? अच्छा फार्मूला ये है, L माइनस डब्ल्यू माइनस एल डब्ल्यू माइनस डब्ल्यू स्क्वायर। एरिया क्या है आपका यहाँ पे? एल डब्ल्यू माइनस डब्ल्यू स्क्वायर एरिया है। इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं आप एस एस के साथ, वॉल्यूम में कन्वर्ट हो गया। इसको आप यहाँ पे डेंसिटी के साथ मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं विच इज 7.65, यू आर कन्वर्टिंग इट इनटू वॉल्यूम, देन यू आर मल्टीप्लाइंग इट बाय स्टैकिंग फैक्टर, मेकिंग इट दी नेट आयरन। ठीक है, हमें नेट आयरन का वेट चाहिए, ग्रॉस आयरन का नहीं चाहिए। प्लस द 10⁻⁻⁶ फैक्टर एंड ऑल दैट, वो अलग है। ये लो कितना? ठीक है 29.7। नेक्स्ट वन 21.6। ओके इधर वेरीफाई कर लेना, काफ़ी ज़्यादा वेट निकाला ये 29.7, काफ़ी वेट, थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही आया है, वेरीफाई कर लेना। क्योंकि दो हैं, एक शेप इस तरफ है, एक शेप इस तरफ है, दो है, इसलिए अगर एक होती शेप जो कि शेप बी में होगा, वहां पे हम मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करेंगे। ठीक है 1.5 है। ओके ओके 2 स्टेप्स के बाद बाकी हो गए। $11.76 आगे नेक्स्ट 8 स्टेप्स प्लीज। $10.44 जी। नेक्स्ट come on, this course is a pure mathematical course, start practice on your calculator. Asking you that you are going to be given a little bit more time in the paper does not mean कि आप calculator ही बैठे इस्तेमाल करते रहोगे। If you are not going to do practice, you are not going to be very fast in this course. एक सेकेंड 4 ओके ये एकदम से 10.44 के बाद इतना कम दोबारा। नेक्स्ट 1.81 819 ओके। नेक्स्ट कि इतनी देर में एक वेट कैलकुलेट हुआ, क्या कर रहे हो? come on. अच्छा, एक वन थिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यू आर मल्टीप्लाइंग 2 इंटू 30.066, 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करके आप ऐसे इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो, ठीक है, ठीक। नेक्स्ट जी, 1.819 के बाद क्या है? हैं? वेट बताओ ना। 0.94। नेक्स्ट, चलो वो तरतीब से आ रहे हैं ना, मैं ऊपर से करते जा रहा हूँ, चलो बताते जाओ जी। एनीवन हु हैज डन इट प्लीज। ये इसके बीच में 1.611। अभी भी 3 रहते हैं बेटा। इसके बाद 1.611 के बाद 0.9, 0.9, चलो ठीक है। 32 के बाद 98। नेक्स्ट, दोबारा 0.। Okay जी, add all these 29.15, 21.62 and all this stuff. Now since the total weight of your core approximate was almost 190, I guess 199 something, whatever it was, kitna tha? Okay, 197. So this has to be something 70 something. मिस हो गया, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, एक मिस है। कौन सा मिस है प्लीज? मुझे अभी भी लग रहा था 10 और 4 के दरमियान में कोई मिस है।
6.28।
क्या है वो?
6.28।
6.28। जी, व्हाट इज द वेट, टोटल वेट ओवर हियर?
ये डेंसिटी के साथ
नहीं, डेंसिटी क्या है, ये तो आपने ऐड करना है बस। कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, लेकिन कितना आ रहा है? 70, 60, ठीक है, जितना आ रहा है कोई मसला नहीं। 88 पॉइंट, कोई मसला नहीं, नो इशू। व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग ओवर हियर कि आपके पास जो टोटल वेट है, अप्रोक्सीमेट वेट, वो 197 किलोग्राम है। तो शेप ए है, दिस आर साइड वंस ओवर हियर। शेप ए और शेप सी का सबसे ज्यादा आएगा, शेप बी का सबसे कम आएगा, ठीक है। इट्स अ वेरी स्मॉल वन। सो दो शेप्स जो है, शेप ए और शेप सी, उनका सबसे ज्यादा आएगा, शेप बी का कम आएगा, एंड दे ऑल टुगेदर विल बी समथिंग क्लोजर टू 197 किलोग्राम, ठीक है। दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज गिविंग यू कि समथिंग 80 और 90 के दरमियान में होगा। ओके जी, नेक्स्ट थिंग, शेप बी। इफ यू सी दिस शेप बी प्लीज, if you see the shape B over here, this is a slightly off center one. Why off center one? For this one, if you see over here, and on this lower one also, this one is a slightly off center one, this one like this over here. Now this length over here, L, has to be equal to what? This length, which is equal to window height, agreed, ठीक है। and this distance over here is equal to half of W, and this distance is also equal to half of W. Why half of W? Because if you go back on your first diagrams which you did, in this one, if this distance is equal to W, you are going to half of it. So half of W is the triangle coming out of here, and similarly here at this point. So on the shape B curve, if we go back over here, so what is going to be L equal to? L is going to be equal to window height plus W. Half of it, half of it. And when we are trying to find out the area is going to be equal to LW, okay, minus this shaded region over here, this one, and this shaded region over here, this one. Now what is the height of this triangle? The height of the triangle is equal to 1 over 2 W. And what is the width of this triangle? This is W, and then 1 over 2 for the triangle formula. So what is the area of one triangle over here? This is equal to 1 over 4 W square. So this means when you are trying to find out this triangle, the area over here, this is going to be LW minus what? G. LW minus G. भाई एक ट्राइंगल का एरिया क्या बना? 1 over 4 W square. दूसरे ट्राइंगल का भी W square. So this will be LW minus W square by 2. This is the area. You are going to multiply this area, whatever that area, LW minus W square by 2 multiplied by SS stack. Step stack or 4 stack. Multiply it by density, same density. Multiply it by Ks. This will give you the weight. Now one question over here which I am leaving with you, I am not going to answer that. If you have seen this one over here, this shaded triangle what I have made over there, the actual diagram shown is a slightly off-centered one. Why? Why this is done? It is off-centered here on this side, and if I go on the bottom side, it is slightly off-centered here. What is the advantage of off-centering it? Try to explore it. Okay? Next class I will ask on this one. Okay? But the weight calculation and area calculation, they remain the same because it's just slightly off-centered, nothing is changed as such for the area. See, so this is the same formula which I just told you, LW minus W square by 2 multiplied by SS multiplied by 7.65 multiplied by Ks and multiplied by the exponential factor. Do this table just now. जी जल्दी please करो, जल्दी करो इसको. Just now, same table, just like similar, nothing changed. Step width वही है, length आपको निकालनी है, step stack वही है. हाँ, now this time in step stack column you are not going to write 2 cross, you are just going to have 1 into whatever. करो इसको जल्दी करो. I can show you the formula here. क्योंकि ये एक शेप है सिर्फ सेंटर में. लास्ट टाइम 2 शेप. By what I mean, this is the here. This is shape A, shape B is only in the center. It's only one shape. So that's why you don't need any. See, do this one. Step widths are going to be the very same. It started from 111 and then it was, I guess, if I'm not wrong, 101, 91. So this is going to be 101, 91, 82 and so on. Length is equal to window height. What is window height over here? Window height is equal to 490 plus W. W is already given to you. Finding the total weight by, let me give you an idea. We just found out the weight for shape A. This is weight B and then there is weight C. All of these 3 tables with all of the data given to you, priorly core step, core weight given to you, you have to find the total weight of the core. All this process has to be done in at least 25 minutes in the exam. G. So that's why I'm asking you, calculators have an ये जितना टाइम आप लगा रहे हो इतना नहीं लग सकता है. This is almost 3 times more than that. एक मार्कर ये बेटा रोल में बताओ 40 56 86 139 125 फास्ट रो बेटा 41 नहीं 40 31 33 34 27 41 अभी पहले भी 41 किसने लिखवाया था? आपको क्या है? योर रोल नंबर 1 2 बताया क्यों नहीं बेटा? मैं उसका रोल नंबर लिख के बैठा हुआ हूँ। हाँ जी बेटा, रोल नंबर 105 140 142 138 131 132 146 136 जी प्लीज गिव मी दी वेट कैलकुलेशन। ये लो बेटा, थैंक यू। नंबर ऑफ पीसेस, अच्छा स्टेप लेंथ 601 591 581 572 556 553 544 534 523 514 these are the same, I guess 30.066 24.924 15.303 10.316 8.236 next 5.326 4.7 next 3.91 बोलो okay. Number of pieces, this time number of pieces, remember this time number of pieces should be exactly half of pieces A. जो आपने A के लिए नंबर ऑफ पीसेस निकाले थे ना, उसका एग्जैक्ट हाफ होंगे, क्योंकि ये एक तरफ है तरफ B में, तो आपने A में जो निकाले थे उसका एग्जैक्ट हाफ होने चाहिए। 112 96 60 40 32 28 20 20 ठीक है 16 12 8 आगे आखिरी किसको फोर्थ कर क्या लें? ए में क्या था बेटा? ए में क्या था? हमने ए को देख रहे हैं ना, ये 32 20 12 यानी कि 32 का हाफ 16 आएगा, 16 10 और 8। आपने बीच में से कुछ में से मिस करवाया मुझे लगता है। 20 22 का हाँ जी, यहाँ गलती कहाँ की है प्लीज? 22 टाइम्स कैसे आ सकता है बेटा? आपने यहाँ शेप ए में देखना है, शेप ए के अंदर यहाँ क्या था? 64 64, 56, 40, 32, 28, 20, 18. हाँ जी, it has to be exact half of it. ठीक है, it has to be exact half of it. इसको ठीक करवाओ मुझे. 32, 28, 18. 4 से नहीं डिवाइड करना, अब 2 से है, अब 2 का मल्टीपल है वो. यहाँ पे अब 2 का मल्टीपल होगा. देखो एक कोर के अंदर आपके पास एक पीछे एक आगे सर्कुलर बन रहा है, अब 2 का मल्टीपल होगा वो. 18, 16, 12, 10 होगा, फिर 8 होगा. जी अब जरा वेट निकालो. क्या हुआ सेकंड? क्या 94 है? सिक्स जी. प्लीज वेट नाउ. The weight formula I have already told you. This is L W minus 1 over 2 W square into SS into density into KS. क्या आएगा? 60 नहीं आएगा. $60, 58. This is 40. जी tell me the weight now. 28 के बाद 18 नहीं आएगा. हाँ जी प्लीज. 28, ये 28, 56 था, उसके बाद 20 आना है. 20 के बाद 18 आएगा. 28 के बाद 20, 18, फिर 16 है, एंड देन 10 and 6. ठीक है. Okay जी, please give me the weight. Please give me the weight of the core. This is shape D. क्या? नहीं ये नहीं है बेटा, ये फार्मूला ये लिखा हुआ. This one is not there. ये सिर्फ मैंने लेंथ लिखी थी आपको. जी the weight 1 पेन अप 1 नहीं हो सकता, ये बहुत 13.229. क्या? हाँ हाफ होगा आपको, उतना नहीं होगा क्योंकि शेप डिफरेंट है. मतलब अंदाजन अप्रोक्सीमेशन बात करो, उसका हाफ होगा चाहिए. 9.88, 5.43, 3.26, 2.29. जी please add this.
The last one is
0.084. Next. आखिरी 1.73. 0.2. The 3 are remaining. 1.08. Uh, 0.47. Okay. 47? 4749. So, next. Last one please. This is actually 8th step. 0.77. Okay ji, add all these. This will be the weight of shape B. Add all these. Add all these and give me the weight of shape B. As compared to section B, you are very slow. 38,425 kilogram. Okay, I have still C shape, but do this one yourself. Next time give me the values because I will require that value. The formula is written over there, everything is written over there. Okay? Similar light table, you have to find out again the total weight over there for shape C. Okay? The formula is already written over there, the length is equal to also formula. कोई सब रिटर्न का टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास अब, ठीक है, वो बाद में देखना है. ठीक है जी, प्लीज कंप्लीट दिस वेट ऑफ C shape so that we have a total weight.